Come on in, come on in, come on in. Happy Sunday, Grand Rising. Come on in, come on in. Hit that like button. Share the live stream. Happy Sunday. If you woke up this morning, you already won. We got another chance, y'all. Got another chance. If you catch this and I'm not live anymore, go ahead and type replay. Give me a good comment, some inspirational, and then share. Where y'all tuning in from? Let me know where y'all tuning in from. And on a scale of 1 to 10, how y'all feeling today? Come on in, y'all. Happy Sunday, Grand Rising. Hope everybody had a great weekend. We are here for our next Sunday inspirational live stream. Come on and get in the chat and let me know where you are on the scale of 1 to 10. How you feeling? Hey, what's up, Pink Panther? Come on in, come on in. So good to see you up in here. We woke up this morning, y'all. We already winning. We got another chance. So many people didn't wake up. On the scale of 1 to 10, y'all get in the chat and let me know how y'all feeling on the scale to 1 to 10. You know, life been lifing, but look at us. We still here, y'all. It's here. Don't forget to hit that like button, y'all, and share this live stream. Come on in, people. I see 2 eyes. Don't forget to hit the like button. Share the live. Oh, you a 10. Okay. January a 10 plus. Okay. That's what's up. As y'all know, life been lifing. Some of y'all been carrying things silently and still showing up. Don't nobody clap for you when you're struggling. But I see you. You see me. You know? So our message for the day is keep going. You're closer than you think. Don't quit in the middle. Stop holding on to what hurt you. Some people can't. Can't go where you're going. Okay? Mm-hmm. Come on in, y'all. Hit the like button, share the live. I see 4 eyes. Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all being here. Shout out to everybody who came to the live on Friday to help me celebrate 10K and to do our regular red cup situation. I appreciate y'all. What's one thing that y'all working on this week? Like one thing that you personally are working on this week. What's your upcoming goal? You know? Mm-hmm. Because today I feel like this message is kind of for me. Because I be finding myself saying, like, because I catch myself saying stuff like, there's no way that this is all that's for, what I'm saying? This ain't it. There's no way I want to believe that this is it for me and my grandkids. Like sitting here like on a day-to-day basis and whatever's going on these past couple of months or whatever. And I just sit here and think like, this ain't it. This can't be it. So this what the story end. I refuse to believe that. I don't tell y'all something. That feeling, that's not frustration. That's purpose calling. Y'all ever feel like that? Is it just me? You say staying quiet. Okay. That's good sometimes. You just want to chill and observe. No. Sometimes the goal is just to have more peace, more stability, more opportunity, more joy. And just because we might not be there yet, don't mean we're not on our way. This is going to be a short live. All the Sunday lives will be short. I'm not going to be sitting here for 2 and 3 hours, hour and a half, and all that. Uh, Sometimes it get good and we might be a little longer, but it ain't gonna be much longer than the hour because I want to stay focused on the inspiration of of life, Sunday inspirations. I don't want to gear off into other topics. I'll say that for my other lives, you know. I'm raising my grandkids. Y'all know that. If y'all new here, don't know that I'm raising my grandkids, showing up every day, even when it's hard. One thing about me, I refuse to believe that this is where our story ends. It's got to be much more. And I'm excited to see it. You said peace. That's what I'm talking about. That's what's up. Come on in, y'all. We got 5 eyes and been here 6 minutes. Come on, YouTube. You can do better than that. You push my live stream out. Come on now. What are we doing here? I'm lucky if I get 30 people on the live these days. And I know the topic matters, but all my live streams should not be this whack. They're pretty much whack these days. Even the live stream from Friday didn't hit like it was supposed to. So that's why I need y'all to share and comment. So thank y'all in advance, because the more that happens, then YouTube will push it out. Trying to see if Deborah Ray in here. Deborah Ray, you in here? Okay, we got 6 eyes. Let me go share my live. Let me get on my phone and share my live. Hold on. Happy Sunday, everybody. Hope y'all had a great weekend. If you're watching from Facebook, if you see this on Facebook, happy Sunday. I can't see. I'm not looking on another device to see if anybody will get in the chat on Facebook. So come on over here to YouTube at Ready Rocks Dances. Ready Rocks Dances. I really appreciate y'all. Sometimes I have another device to see, but I don't have enough traffic over there to even, you know what I'm saying, go through all that at this point. But I appreciate, even if it's just one person. Hey, Deborah Ray. There you go. You say good morning, Rocks, and everyone in the chat. Yes, I'm now with y'all. Good morning, Deborah Ray. Okay. You want to come on and put the thingamajigger up. You want to come up and say something inspiring, give us some scripture, words of encouragement, story time. We're only going to be here a good 35, 45 minutes. I put out all the information about what's coming up in April. I made a video last night about what's coming up in April. I put on my community post about what's coming up in April, the new schedule of the exercises. We're going to do it every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Central Time. I decided to do it that way as opposed to doing Saturday and Sunday. We was going to do Saturday mornings in the chair. And then once we do the chair, we'll stand up for a second or two. But it's basically chair exercise, low impact, every Saturday through the whole month of April. And come May, I might not do it. It all depends on how many people participate, how many people come to the live to get the lives popping. If it don't make sense to keep doing it every single Saturday like clockwork, if it's not really getting nothing. It's good for us to exercise, even if it's just 2 of us. So if it's 1 or 2 of y'all, I'll still do it because that's going to help each and every last one of us who do it. And everybody can't get on the panel, but if anybody want to get on the panel to show themselves doing the exercise, you can. If not, I'm just going to take your word that you're actually doing it when you say you're doing it. Hey, Deborah Ray. Deborah Ray is in the building.
Sure am. Sure am. Good morning, everybody. What's up, Rocks? On this beautiful Sunday morning.
Yes,
Yeah,
indeed.
yes, I'm inspired and it's uplifting.
Mhm.
Always, always. I'm glad we started this back again. Okay, now, okay, now, okay, now. Yes. Let me know when you want me to start, cause
Go ahead.
oh, cool. Um, I just talked to our friend. Um, um, he said don't give my name. Well, I agreed not to give his name, but we've been knowing him about 15 years. Me and my husband both. So he's changed his life um drastically by the love of God. So I was just asking, do he want to um give me something for this live this morning? So he says, if it wasn't for my God, I wouldn't be in the joyful zone I'm in now. No
Yeah.
stress, no stress, no worries, no unhappiness. And all of these things is the opposite. And I have to say, we he's just doing a thing. And he know it comes from God. But me and him discuss a lot of things pertaining to that. And a lot of it is um first we have to wave that white flag that we surrender.
Hmm.
We surrender. And he just he just follows what God is telling him. And he listens to a lot of different things on his YouTube, what he is subscribed to. He blasts his he blasts his music on Sunday, and that man got some speakers. You hear me? He got some giant speakers in every room. And he said they better not be complaining. But then one of them said that they can hear it in this apartment. In this apartment, but they like it. So that was him.
Hmm.
Mine's is um John, First John 4 and verse 7. I'm going to read this. Let us love one another, for love comes from God. Everyone who loves has been born of God and knows God. That's First John chapter 4, verse 7. Let me say a few words about that love. Um, the opposite of love is to hate. We don't hate nobody. And I
Hmm.
notice when people do their um content, some of them may put in there, I don't hate no one. But the word dislike, we can dislike if we don't want to. I mean, if we want to, we can dislike a person, or situations or things. But that love, isn't it says, didn't he say, love covers a multitude of sins? And I just love that word love. Like
Hmm.
love, when I pass out a bag to these people, they look me in the eyes with love, you know. And then, and it's so cool, Roxy and Chat, because they are out there without love. That's why I ask them, do you have family here? Are you from here? And the young ones, I say, do your parents live here? Do you speak to your parents? And one of them used to come down here all the time, and I don't see him anymore in Travis. And because some guy threatened, don't you come back here no more. But that was love because he don't want to see him in the condition he is, under our stairs the way he is. So I haven't seen him about like what 3 months. But that's love for him to for the guy, our neighbor, to tell him please don't come back again.
Hmm.
But I asked Travis before, is your parents here? He said, yes, my mom is here. I speak to her often. I said, well, do you ever go by and say, speak to, in person? So, love to me is talking with a person. You can show love in different ways, a lot of different ways. You're
Right.
showing love to your grandchildren. I love that. I love that. And let me put my glass on so I can see I can't see the chat from here. But I think that was it for me. Love.
Let's talk about love. What is love?
Okay. Hey,
Baby,
there we
don't
go.
hurt me. Don't
There we
hurt
go.
me no more. Okay, for real, seriously. Love is not just a feeling, it's a choice. Action,
Okay.
consistency. Feelings come and go, but love stays and shows up. Okay?
I
Respect,
love that. I
consistency,
love that.
effort, not excuses, protection, emotionally and physically. Honesty, even when it's uncomfortable. That's what love look like. Respect, consistency, effort, protection, honesty. Love is not confusion, disrespect, inconsistency, lying, and only showing up when it's convenient. Okay. Now let's go through what the Bible say love is.
Okay.
1 Corinthians 13:4-7. Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. Okay. Patient equals not rushing you or hurting you. Kind, how
Oh,
they speak to you. Not proud equals not trying to control or belittle you.
yeah.
Some of us thought we were experiencing love, but we were experiencing attachment, trauma, or convenience, if not all three. So, what does love look like to you? Not what people say, what you learn. You know, you can't love. That's a word. You know, that song by KRS-One, that rap song back in the 90s. And he said,
Uh-huh.
"Love's gonna get you. Love's gonna get you. Love's gonna get you. Love's gonna get you. Love's gonna get you." Because some people confuse love with "I love that girl," or "I love my car," or "I love this particular food," or "I love this status as being a content creator, getting a lot of people to follow me." Blah blah blah. That word is used so loosely in the wrong way, in my opinion. You know, love also looks
That's
like you
right.
showing up every day for them. That's real love, not words. It's action.
Let me give you an example of that. Love doesn't hurt. You know these. That's a different. It's a different topic, but I'm gonna go there. When these men or women, because some in cases they do it too. When these, the majority of these men that hit on the woman, that DB crap. That's not love. And then the woman gonna let them. They it happened to them, and then they gonna go back to him like, "Oh, I love you, baby," and the woman gonna go back to him. How you gonna love somebody you beating on them? Come on now. You beating on a woman and you using the word love in that same situation. That's not cool. It's not cool.
Yeah, but and,
How they
and
gonna
people are be really
use
careful with
words
that.
what love with their fists? Come on, man.
Right.
But okay.
Uh, some of y'all may think you in love or been in love, but you're actually in confusion, stress, and emotional roller coasters. Now think about the people that we see, even in real life. People I don't even know you know. People that I know you don't know. Some of these people think
Yeah.
they in love, but they're not. They're in confusion, stress, and emotional roller coaster. Even especially when it's one sided. But some people, there's some men and women in love with somebody, allegedly, according to them, with somebody who
Uh-huh.
gives two shits about them. And some of these people actually let them know that they don't give a shit about them in that way that they want them to.
Yeah.
That's because you love somebody, in your opinion, and what you may feel is love. That don't mean that they have to reciprocate it back to you. If they telling you honestly that they don't feel the same type of love in the way that you want the love, you can have love for, mad love for, in love, or just love a person. You know what I'm saying? Love
Yes.
your neighbor as you love it. You know what I'm saying? There's different levels of love. And when you in a relationship or a marriage, when it comes to love, that's real deep. You got to be very careful with that. Anybody can say, I got love for you, or and they really be kind to you when you see them. They got nothing but good things to say, and you can call on them in your time of need, and vice versa. But when you talk
Uh-huh.
about a relationship, and like you said with the DV and all that stuff in the line and the sneaking around and being so inadvert. When you used to hold me and kiss me and take me out and talk to me and text me and call me on your breaks, that is different. If you constantly stressed, anxious, or confused, that's not love. And we can think of somebody right now, a couple people on this internet streets that we see in these toxic relationships claiming love. I don't want that. I mean, that love never find me. Yeah, January, you said that is a soul tie. Love is respect. If they can disrespect you and embarrass you or talk crazy, that's not love. Love is action. Love is what they do, not what they say. You know, anybody can get up there on the video and you show it, or they text it to you and you reading it, and it's saying all the things that they want you to hear, want you to believe, but all the while it's not real love. And to me, I think that need to be put on the back burner. We got real big, deep fish to fry. We got real serious stuff going on in this world, personally, with our families, Just any day now, you go out to the store, you ain't coming back. You don't know what you're going to run into. And I think being in love is the last thing people should be worried about. If you already that cool, make it do what it do, power team, stay in love. I'm all for it. But it's got to be action. If it's not, then it's just a distraction. Let me see what else. And stop calling it love just because you're attached. Chemistry is not the same as compatibility. Just because it feels strong doesn't mean it's right. You don't have to stay.
I like that.
I've been there before. I've been with somebody 7 years. I didn't want to let go, but the woman that I was becoming and learning to be who God called me to be wouldn't allow me to stay. I couldn't have stayed if I wanted to. I had to go. And that kind of made me mad. Sometimes I see a lot of women, especially during that time in the 90s, that would stay, that would mess with a married man, that would mess with a man with 2 and 3 girlfriends and baby mamas, and they gonna just take their time with them, whatever time they can get with them and love on it, and they just doing it, going through the motions, all the while miserable, all the while seeing other people, all the while wanting to really be with that one guy, but all the while I'm gonna distract myself by just partying, going to work, going to rehearsal, you know what I'm saying? Going out to dinner with somebody else who got time for me because the man I really want to be with ain't here. That's crazy. That energy could be going somewhere else. And 9 times out of 10, they got kids. Hey, Ian, welcome. Happy Sunday. He said, if it's not patient, if it's not kind, and if it's hurtful or confusing, that is not love. Be honest. Have you ever thought something was love and it wasn't? What does real love feel like to you? I can really look back and honestly, after analyzing, I think I might only been, I don't want to say be in love. That's just something you're quick to say. I don't think I ever been in love, to be honest with myself. And I could really look back the past 10 years and could admit that back then had I thought to ask myself that. But I could really say I knew this about 10 years ago, if not sooner, that I never really been in love. I was going through the motion of the program of that's what people do. You're a woman, he's a man, y'all get together, you're supposed to like each other. You do have feelings that, you know what I'm saying, when you by yourself or when you were a significant other that, this naturally happen that men and women do to procreate. So those feelings come in, and it's like, in order to, especially the type of person I used to believe that you should be married before you do anything. I still got a belief system something like that, but it ain't even that. It's, to me, don't do it at all. And if you got a husband that's suspect, don't do it with him either. That's why I'm at with it now, because either way it go, you're taking the risk. When you're out here and you just doing the Netflix and chill, and you make yourself believe that you're not really looking for love, and you ain't in love, just having a good time. You're just doing you, but you're doing everything that's risking your life when it comes to your status of health. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what I am. Hey, look, hey, where you been all my life? Happy Sunday. Been missing you, girl. Ian said adults commit immoral actions with their freedom, and that's not something I tolerate. From adult, kids are still navigating freedom and spiritual growth it creates.
See, those words. Good morning, Ian. The last words, and the spiritual growth it creates. See, those, I totally agree with that, because those are strong, very strong words. Our actions show or do not show spiritual growth it creates. I like those words. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But I get that part. And the spiritual growth it creates. That's cool. I like that.
Yeah. And we got to stop using that word so much. And there's so many people being distracted from what they should be doing, could be doing, health-wise, financial-wise, career-wise, educational-wise, getting happiness, being healthy, learning how to plant, learning how to navigate and really tap in on some spiritual growth stuff that the Creator is trying to reach out to us. We're so distracted with fake love. That's just insulting to sit there. And I'm just going to say, this is an example. I'm not gearing off the topic. I'm just using an example for people like EK and Peach. They in these relationships, in these marriages that all that energy for all the years, for all the stuff that's going on that could have been replaced and taken away to with the real love, and not with a man or a woman. That real love goes way more deep than just a relationship or a marriage. That real love for your damn self.
Yeah. Oh, let's discuss that with these two ladies if we can.
Say shit. I've been trying to get my
Yeah.
life and mental health together. I know that's right, girl. So glad to see you. Go ahead,
All
Dad.
right.
The word
Now,
love and prayer are
let's
so
go
overrated.
to
And they neither one of them really real. Who really got a friend? You know, if a friend, let's keep it real. Friend, we can be friendly. You can be friendly to everybody you see. But to have a friend, that's totally different. You build that. That ain't nothing that happened overnight. But I can be friendly with you day one. I just met you right now. I'm gonna be friendly to you. I'm walking in this gas station. You walking out. We meet eyes. I'm gonna be friendly to you. We just work the same job. We in orientation together. I'm gonna be friendly to you. I'm at my friend's house celebrating her birthday, and other people here I don't know. I'm gonna be friendly to them. We are not friends. We could grow to be friends if we did the work, if that's what we want to do, and we realize that we tap in on the same level, we on the same frequency. But most people you meet, you're not going to want to be their friend. You're just going to want to be friendly to them because it's what God say do. Treat your neighbor as you treat yourself. Show love. You got love for them. You're giving your last cracker or whatever. Situation is bad. We have an outage and the world is in a bad place, and you might want to help out your neighbor here and there. But no, ain't no damn friend. Shit. I feel just as strong about friend as I do about love. External situationships reflect their internal condition as above, so below. You have to come up and break some of this stuff down, girl, because I hear what you're saying, but I would like to hear it in your own words. That is what I mean, even on social media. Exactly.
Okay, let's what's up, January? Let's do that what she said on social media. Not that word love. You described the word love. But those two women that's on there, I would say their names because we're keeping it real. EK and Peach. Okay. Now, Peach always says, she says it out of her mouth. She says, I only love, no, that's what she said. I only love my husband and my 9 kids. Okay, but you got people all in her chat that loves her way, but she don't love them. She's straight telling these people, I only love these people, but I don't love you. And you said that's and then she don't have love for her. Let's discuss how they don't have love for themselves.
Right.
Peach with the neck. You don't have enough love to go to the doctor to see what's going on with your neck. That's not loving yourself.
So how can we expect them to be any different then? If they telling you that you slow
somebody else. Exactly. Right. They're showing that they don't love themselves. So how on social media, like January said, are they showing up towards somebody? EK drinking herself, and like I said the other day, I'm surprised her liver ain't gone. You know what I'm saying? That's not loving herself. To see, oh, I'm causing damage to my body. You know, oh, but I like my people that come in my chat. What do that mean? A lot of things I don't understand because that's what they're doing. But they're showing people show them love by coming on there, you know, making their little comments like you like to read their chat. My theory is, how could you come on there loving these two people, women, and for them to be women, they're not showing love towards themselves.
Well, just think about it.
Not showing love for herself. If she don't go to the doctor and find out what's going on with that situation and it's getting bigger, that's not loving her kids. And I'm not sorry to say that. I don't feel that's loving her kids because something dangerous could be going on with that situation.
But think about it this way. You're absolutely right. And I agree with you 100%. But think about, we only naming them two just for example. We're not getting into a personal story about them. And we're doing great on that. But what I'm trying to say is, as sad and real as that is, it's 100 million more people just like them in relationships thinking they in love. That's the scary part. It ain't just 3 people here and 15 people over there and 150 over. It's a lot of people. This is the norm in most relationships. Most relationships are not equally yoked. They settled. They probably grew and you know what I'm saying with each other and stopped doing the stuff. But at some point, most relationships be toxic. And hopefully, if you get it together, you are with somebody that's trying to get it together and y'all worked on it. Now you are where you are and it's working. But think about it, especially when you're young. Most people start doing the damn thing at what, 12, 15 years old?
Wow.
And they call anything love. They think they got friends day one. And remember how people used to tell us, our grandmamas and mamas still, you ain't got no damn friends. They used to be so mad. Like, what do you mean? You tell me I ain't got no friends. I know I got friends. We in the same classmate. That's my classmate. And she having a birthday party. I want to do that's my friend. I didn't understand that at the end. It took me years to understand why my grandmama would say the things like that. You ain't got no damn friends. So now I'm saying it too.
Yeah. Yep. You sure are.
Love is consistent. It's respectful. It doesn't have you overthinking everything. Stop calling it love just because you attach. So you up here claiming to love your favorite content creator, the same discussion that I'm having, the same content I put out every day. Your favorite content creator, be it an E. Kane or Peach or B Love, or anybody can do the same thing that I'm doing, and it's going to go over way more better. What I'm saying will go over way more better if their favorite content creator says it. Even though they favorite content creator, if it is an E. Kane and a Peach, it's totally different, opposite of my personality and my thought process and my heart, period. But if they was to mode and start saying the stuff that I say, same things that we're talking about here now, they will be like, oh, all the while they was talking about not caring about them. Y'all hoes are slow, blah, blah, blah. I only love my family. I don't love you hoes. I ain't got nothing for you. If they talk like that and they still show love for them, that shows something sick. Is wrong with the
I do not get that. I'm not confused nor naive at my age, but I just do not understand that. You being called this, you being called that, but you still showing. Oh, let me stop before I get that ain't gonna sound my tempo on that one. Gosh. Okay.
Well, I guess she would know about it. I guess I'm guessing that she ain't that messed up to where she ain't taken care of. And they just say, oh, it'll be fine. It's not life threatening. Even though your voice is going out each year, even though it's getting bigger, I wouldn't trust nothing like that. Me personally, if I seen that it was getting bigger, like my stomach was getting bigger, my stomach at one point, you couldn't see. I didn't know if I was bloated one day and next day it looked flatter. I was going through that phase. So that's why I didn't think nothing was wrong, because I'll go up and down. But then when I noticed that I'm looking like a pregnant woman, more days than I did.
You wouldn't care that.
Let me see what.
Not like Peaches. So can you go back to Ian's thing? Because
okay, hold on.
Please.
Okay.
I'm not telling you what to do.
Hey, Joanne, come on in.
Hi, Joanne. Okay, because it's saying some people choose to leave things as they are if it's not my thing. Okay, let's discuss that. Please think that, that's a good one. Let's discuss people that don't think things that's going on in their body, like these two women, if they feel that it's not NOT, like threatening to them. How do they know? Has EK took a MRI to see if anything's going on with their body? I'm sure she got pains with that because your body will tell you if something's going on. Like I had pains on my right side. I had my not only an MRI, but I had what you call it, ultrasound. It showed the destruction of my gallbladder. I scheduled an appointment. I had that thing taken out of there. And I asked the doctor, he won't go back. He says no. But anyway, Beach came on here. I remember her words. Yeah, I got that. The doctor said, girl, you ain't went to no doctor. This was a couple of years ago. He says it's not cancer. Wait, hold on. She did say that. Not recently, but she said it before.
Yeah, about 2023.
How did she know it's just because it's not cancerous? Do not think, that doesn't mean that it's something going on. It's getting bigger. So I agree with that. They think that it's not life threatening. Thank you, Ian. I appreciate that. Yeah. They don't think it's nothing wrong with them.
Because my mama had, when she went to the doctor, they told her something like that. But then a year and a half later, she passed away from it. It got worse. You got to keep going. Just like they want you to keep going for a mammogram, because they see something and they monitoring it. So 6 months you come back, it's just a little bigger, but you're good. Come back in 6 months. But if you're not going, I'm not saying she not, because I don't know. She ain't gonna tell us every little thing, and I don't blame her. So I'm
I
just
gotta
gonna
go get my
assume
mammogram done too
that
because
she is going.
stuff going on outside, but I'm gonna get it done and I'm coming up. I got the paperwork to schedule an appointment. Because
Yeah.
I do have these we're not they call it lipoma, fatty tissue.
Mm-hmm.
So I do have one. I got to schedule one. This is serious. It's like they say, if you see something, say something. That's returning to our body too. You felt something, you seen something, and you had your stomach checked out, and you ended up having surgery. See, yeah, okay, I'm just talking now.
So in 2026, toxicity is growing and thriving, and the devil is so pleased. Say that.
Of course, the devil is pleased. You got that right.
Say, blessings, Roxy and chat. Been under the weather. However, God provides. However, I will continue to subscribe. Just having issues with the card, but I faithfully watch. But this leg trying not to take meds. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, girl. And you just stay strong, girl. Keep on doing what you got to do. Do some research and find out natural ways of what you can take. You'd be surprised things that we can do naturally with different herbs and stuff, whether it be castor oils and black seed oil and stuff like that. I don't know exactly, what you're taking or whatever. But we can't just trust everything they say.
I'm discussing these things now she's saying something's going on with her leg.
Yeah, she had
trying not to take meds. Now my foot, I've been through this. I had surgery on my toe, got this stuff on my toe, and I gotta have more surgery, but he want me to go to the primary care doctor to get released and take these tests to get released because I'm going to get put under and get this other side of my foot done. And I just take about couple of over-the-counter things. He prescribed me these what do you call that? Not oxy, not because I don't even. It's another one, but I take it like once every 3 weeks. I don't take those things. So I understand, but you do what you have to do. You do what you have to do to ease that pain because there are over-the-counter meds we can take, even if it's once a week. But much prayers to you concerning your leg.
Like with Malachi medicine, he don't want to take it. So I compromise with him. I said, okay, we're going to wean down. You can't just go cold turkey. We're going to wean down. And then when you have your doctor appointment next week, we're going to let them know how it make you feel. And maybe they'll adjust it.
That'll be good because because there's a lot of side effects of things, medications, and our body, everybody's body is not the same with the same medication. It's not like I have prescribed the thing, the gabapentin. I don't take that mess no more. It doesn't do nothing for me. I don't take it, and it's like, oh, it's slowing me down or something like that. I would take that stuff in years, 8, 9, 10 months. I don't do it.
Yan said it's still a personal choice, and as a medical professional, we can't force them. Right? Exactly.
No, we cannot.
We're not even going there. We're just saying about that came up because it was just an example of how people use the word love loosely. When the people show you very clearly in your face that they don't understand what love is by the way they treat their own self. So how can I expect him, her, them to love me when I see how they treat themselves and others? So yeah, just because you say love to me, that don't impress me. I'm more impressed about the way you show love, period. How you claim to love me or a certain group of people. I only love the Peach Patch. I only love my kids. I only love this. The fact that you aren't saying the word only, that's a problem for me. That just let me look at you funny style. Because
and she said, okay, it's as a professional, but see, they haven't even, if they're not even going to the doctor to see a professional, we can't force them. We cannot. Now we're bringing it up. We can't force them, but they ain't even going to the doctor. They're not even, you know what I'm saying?
To go either. I don't go like I should.
Well, okay, I'll agree with that.
You know what I'm saying?
I'll agree with that.
I was just trying to make a point about love. I got to show myself more love by not putting my damn appointments off and just then the third. And just because I'm going in for an appointment and schedule an appointment, that don't mean I agree everything what the doctor trying to do. Even the doctors, I know nurses have be like, let me know what they say. Let me see that message. You know what I'm saying? They don't have all the answers. And hell yeah, you going back is not about on no accident. You're not the only one that had the surgery have to go back. I believe they only do so much to keep you coming back, to keep them that money flowing. or they just don't plain know what they're doing exactly. It's a guessing game. Are we gonna do this?
Yeah.
You know, they want to look smart. They got to, you know, you're a doctor, you're a nurse practitioner. Of course, you're supposed to have all the answers on the outside looking in. But if you really think about it, no, they just somebody who got some education and they know some stuff. We ain't never get the education, but do they got all the answers? Heck, you know. You said, yes, natural is better. If you're not familiar with Dr. Sebi, you should research him. Yes. Rest in peace, Dr. Sebi. The body is self-healing, rather people care to admit. It's been proven. Yep. I believe that. That's exactly how it works. Yep. So let me get down to the last of this here. As we got on the subject of love, let me go back.
I have a question, please.
Go ahead. Well, I look this up.
Can those of us in the chat that like to type like I do, can you give a one-word description how you feel what love is? Don't be shy. Those in the chat, can you give one word how you feel love should be, or what you think love is? Do 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 do.
Ooh, if you can do it in one word, that's awesome.
I'll start it off respect. I'll start it off
just
with the word respect.
Humanity as a whole clearly needs to work on self-love and opt out of immorality. It's just too costly. Now that's what I'm talking about.
Yep.
That's what I'm talking about.
Ma'am.
That's why I said,
ma'am.
Friend, love. That's the same lane of using loosely. I ain't gonna call nobody a friend, like straight up, like you my ex-coon boom friend. That's what I think. When I think of friend, yeah, we friendly, we build a rapport. You know, we social media friend and friendly is totally different in real life. So yeah, hell yeah, Miss Deb, I goddamn friend. January, my friend. Yeah, my friend. But if we was to be able to connect in real life, then we'll really know what it is.
I think we'll have a good time. If we met up in real life, like I said, I don't know when and I don't know the date, but like I said, and I'm gonna repeat myself, me and my BFF is coming to Chicago, and you be ready.
Chicago.
Okay, so let's see that. Let's pick out a word. Oh, I like this because it says
January. She answered. She said, "Jesus."
Self-love. Okay.
Jesus,
I love that. I love that.
I remember that song by Lionel Richie.
Jesus describes her word love. I like that. I like that. And I will go to Ian's. I will pick out a word that she said. Self. Meaning love yourself. You have to love yourself. Mm-hmm. Yeah, self. I like that. How you going? You can't love you're not loving yourself. How you gonna love somebody else?
Yeah. And when you're receiving love, when you're receiving love, and you're in love, and this is your soulmate, your partner, you live together, you are married. The things that should be in your life, not just yours. You shouldn't just be feeling this, but he should be feeling this: peace, patience, kindness, respect, loyalty, honesty, trust, consistency, effort, understanding, support, safety, comfort, growth, stability, forgiveness, compassion, protection. If you ain't got all that in your relationship, it's not a loving one. And
well, I tell you what, I some know, some don't. I know 29 years married to him and counting. All those things that those words you just listed, that's why we're still married 29 years.
Yes, I love that.
It wouldn't have worked. It would not have worked if all those things was not in this marriage.
That's right.
It just wouldn't have.
And that's why so many people on these social media streets exposing their downfalls of their relationships and arguments, and exposing one another and mad at each other and separating and getting back together and cussing and crying. It's because they don't have this. So what's the point? If you don't have this, you should know you ain't got it, and there shouldn't be no relationship. So we won't have to hear about it on social media or in the news because you didn't snap out, because you didn't have it. You knew you didn't have it, but you stayed anyway. You know you wasn't giving it out, and you stayed anyway. So that's why we got all this dysfunctional shit going on.
Exactly. Well, Ayane did a thing. She said
And that is not
unconditional.
to say I'm
Thank you,
perfect.
Ayane. You gave your one word, unconditional. That's very, very important. Unconditional. I like that.
Yes.
I like
And
that.
how many people really got unconditional love?
Exactly.
And if you do, you ain't gonna have it for everybody that you would. Think about all the couples, all the men you dated, all the women you dated. That when I say dated, I mean like y'all was together 6 months, a year, 5 years, 10 years on up. Whether you live together or not. Was it unconditional with all of them? Now, if you only had 1 or 2, I'm sure it was. But if you had like 10 people, if you 50 years old and you didn't date a lot of people, I've dated a lot of people. Well, I ain't gonna say I dated a lot of people, but I've been around a lot of people. I went on dates with a lot of people. But as far as relationships, I only probably had 3 real relationships. 3.5.
Come on now, where that half come at? Where that half come at, girl? You so
Okay.
dope.
Because love can be correction. Yes.
I love to smile.
Deep love, deep love words like devotion, commitment, selflessness, connection, intimacy, warmth, reassurance, security. This is what you should want in a long-lasting relationship, not no 50-50. How could you have all these things and you 50-50? You have all these things. You have 50-50 while you got all these things because you got all these things first. And you've been together so long with all these things. So you don't mind doing 50-50 now because it's something that's required due to one or the other person can't do it all by themselves. You feel what I'm saying? You see the order I'm talking about? It's an order for 50-50. 50-50 has its place. You just don't go in a relationship.
Yeah.
Right. You don't go in a relationship and start dating and you go on the first date and then you go on the second date and by the third date you talking about 50-50 and then 6 weeks later y'all live together. You ain't never got a chance to get none of all this other stuff I just named. You ain't got no devotion, no commitment because you ain't been together long enough. You ain't got no real connection. You got intimacy. You ain't got no security because that's why you're going 50-50. And people just backwards. Oh, you up and we on the same page today, huh? That's funny. Child, that's what I'm saying. If people just stop doing shit backwards now, can we just stop doing shit backwards? See, we've old enough. We've been through stuff. We've been in the game. We know what it is. We don't live our life like that no more. I would like to just share this with somebody who, whether they're young, middle age, or just as old as me, who just don't get it. The understanding is you know, when I say something about 50-50 in love, don't think about yourself. Think about overall message that I'm saying and why I'm saying it. You can't say, well, I don't mind, because you're talking about the person you're talking about. Overall, you got to talk overall logically as if there was nobody else, as if you ain't married. You out here in the game, and now, of course, you and your mate gonna do that because y'all built already. Y'all been together a long time. Why wouldn't you do 50-50, 80-20, 70-30? Whatever works, whoever got the most money. I'm talking about people out here doing things that married people do, people that have been together forever, that pretend on the outside looking in that this is what it ain't. It ain't that. It ain't that because you ain't got none of the things on this list. You know how I know you ain't got it? Because you ain't been together long enough. You met in the club one night stand and he needed to play stay or she needed to play stay. Y'all just start kicking up bobos. Now y'all doing 50-50. But you ain't got no goddamn, you ain't got no peace. You ain't got no patience, no kindness, no respect. You got 50-50. You got the intimacy. You got some you know, you might got some compassion. You ain't got no protection. Let me see. You ain't got no commitment. You ain't got no devotion. Who wants to do 50-50 with somebody like that? Not me. You say reason being is because God is also in this chat. Yes.
I love that.
Yes. Immoral people gonna do what immoral people do.
Yes, they will.
And that's a lot of people. That's the scary part about it. You know, it take all kind to make the world go round. We know some people like light liquor, some people like dark liquor. Some people don't like no liquor. Some people want to do some drugs. Some people want to go to church and they really about that life and they love the Lord and they sincere. And some people just playing the role. The scary part about it is so many people out here finessing people and really tricking themselves. They really got people fooled because you see somebody together holding hands. You know, like the perfect example. And when you want to talk about somebody saying that I don't agree with the LGBT, we ain't getting off into that topic. We don't give a care about that. I'm just using for example. Because the first thing somebody who would get mad at somebody who say, I don't believe in that. I believe, he shouldn't go to the woman's bathroom, LGBT. I don't understand it. And if somebody who do understand it or don't understand it, but just don't care, they might say something like this. Love is love. Oh my God, that'd be killing me softly. That makes me so fluxed. How you put a label on somebody who together are like each other, who kissed each other, holding hands, who say they like somebody that's the same attract, sex as them, and you want to put love on that. What that got to do with love? Hey, I'm a woman, and if I'm dating a man and seeing a man, and we move together, we get married, who's to say we really in love? So why could you think that just because you see a man and a man and a woman, or a man and a woman together, that you're going to equate that with love? All you know for a fact is allegedly, according to them, they together. We don't know how much they love or show love, really in love, because they got this list. We don't know that. It ain't our business. But we just know about the way we see people out here in these streets, DV, lying, cheating, catching HIV because the partner ain't being real, or they ain't going through the necessary steps to really date and slowly get to know that person and go have tests done and date properly, slowly, strategically, intentionally, to know all these things. Go to the doctor with you. Can't tell me, I had a HIV test yesterday, I'm straight. You can't tell me that. I'm not going to believe you. So I'm either going to just do it anyway, take my chances, but I damn sure ain't going to believe what you're saying. You said, and the trauma bond. Yes, it is not just immoral people. I know, right? You said, had surgery and tibia was broken in surgery. Hello, January. My meds could cause too much drowsiness. However, I just trust God, and I love Inspirational Sunday. Got me up moving. Yes. Hope to see you when we do the chair exercise. If you can get in the chair exercise with us starting April 4th, that's every Saturday at 10 a.m. for the whole month of April, every Saturday. So y'all just go look at my community wall when y'all want to know what's going on. You say, Joanne, let me fix my thing. My doggone laptop acting crazy. Well, we're almost time to go anyway. Thank you, Joanne. I appreciate that. Thank you for the gift. And you said, Joanne, keep trusting him. He has you covered. I answer, people self-sabotage their freedom all the time. You say that. And that's the only mystery to me that I really would be kind of curious about. Not like my life goal to find out, hey, Cheryl. But it just makes me wonder, like, why is it that so many people go through this program and doing it all wrong on top? If you're going to go through it, yeah, because we naturally made to want to help mate. We're attracted to the opposite sex. We want to we want to be married. That's natural for us, for most of us. Some people don't want it the natural way. They just go through the motions anyway because society said they should. As a man, I should have a wife and I should have kids, but I really like men. And how can I say that? How can I tell? Now today, more people can do that. They're more open to it. But you come from the old school, you over 40 and 50 years old, you might not. I'm gonna say over 50. But 20s and 30s, they don't give a damn. They exposing everything, telling the wife. Some of the wives know and agree with it, according to some of these stories I heard. Let me see what y'all saying. She say, hey, Roxy, I never got the notification. That's a shame. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you so much. Appreciate that.
Good morning, Cheryl.
Human nature. It's very unnecessary. You say, good morning, Cheryl. Yeah, child. Now that I look back at it as unnecessary too. But when you're not, your eyes ain't open and you just part of the program, everybody, all your little 14, 15, 18-year-old friends, they all got boyfriends. Some of them got babies. After so long, they're going to start looking at you crazy like, what's wrong with you? Like, why you ain't got nobody? And all the while, you're not interested. That's not what you own. My friends called me Virgin Mary. They was 13 and 14 doing it. And I never even thought about doing it. And they teased me and called me Virgin Mary. And I wore that title proudly. You know what I'm saying? Sure. You said, hey, Deborah Ray. Thank you. So, what people confuse with love: attachment, lust, control, obsession, dependency, fear of being alone, and trauma bonding. I'm going to say it again. This is what people confuse with love: attachment. I'm used to you. I'm attached. I'm just so used to you being here now. Lust. Oh, I love the way you make me feel. I want it. And when you give it to me, it just makes me feel so amazing. Control. Obsession. Oh, those two words are dangerous. Dependency. I'm so dependent on you being here. Whether you do something or not, I'm dependent on you on some level. The fear of being alone. I can't imagine being in this house by myself. Trauma bonding. So that's why a lot of the peach patch tell her, I love you. I love your brain. Y'all seen the video I posted yesterday when I showed y'all the comments of her saying what she was saying about Tasha K being stupid, allegedly. Well, I heard from my own self. She said, well, that's how she felt. I don't feel like Tasha K or nobody is stupid for not doing what Peach said they should have did. But as she was saying all that disrespectful stuff, the comments was rolling in about how much they love her. And this is what these people had: lust, control, obsession, dependency, fear of being alone, trauma bonding. So I can almost guarantee you most of them people that were saying that if they're in a relationship, they probably in that type of relationship. But the biblical words for love is patient, kind, not jealous, not prideful, not selfish, not easily angered, keeps no record of wrongs. Well, I ain't never been in love then, because I did all that. I did all that with Tony and whoever else I was with. Say January. Lust is number one. As a child, I watched my associates do dumb. I opted out then because I had great expectations of myself. Yes, indeed. Ain't too many like that. Thank you for supporting the channel. Hit the like button and share it, please. And thank y'all. We be here every Sunday at 10 a.m. Central Time. Sunday Inspiration. Feel free to come up on the chat. All inspiration. You say, see the surgeon on Tuesday, ready to start therapy. However, when doctors make mistakes, they move differently. Blessings and peace, everyone. Yes, they do. They trying to cover their tracks. But we sending you love, light, energy, prayers, and healing energy. Love you, Joanne.
Sending positive thoughts there.
Mm-hmm. So love is not something you have to question. Real love shows you consistently. Ain't no wondering and why he moving funny and cheating again and condom papers open and fighting and dragging in the street and cussing and calling the police on. Oh, none of that reek love. That's toxic. That's insanity. I don't want no parts of it. None. So our week coming up tomorrow, Monday. Most people going back to school, back to work. The kids don't go back to school to the 30th. So I got the whole week out. I'm going to be doing content. In April, I'm going to be doing dance content like 4 or 5 days a week. I'm getting back to what my content started off being as. Why I'm feeling better, because my ankles was messed up for about 3 months. That's why I wasn't doing a lot of dancing. And I'm not going to overdo it now. So I'm not going to be out here doing stuff that I could do when I started in 2021 as moving, all the fast and footwork and all that stuff. So I'm just going to be easy and do what I can do. I don't want to overdo it. But I do want to get to dancing because we're going into the spring, summer month. And I do want to make sure I look good on the outside as well, feel good on the inside. So I will be making my doctor's appointment. My dentist supposed to been taking my tooth out this Tuesday, but they called me and told me that they can't do it. Call back in April. So I had to make another appointment. They can't do it till April the 1st. So I was wondering about these 3 raggedy teeth in my mouth. And now I got appointments on the 25th. So it was going to be me the 24th, him the 25th. They go back to school on the 30th, blah, blah, blah.
Uh-huh.
So, whoo, child.
I like that background on your picture with the sun rising. That's so beautiful.
Thanks. And shout out to ChatGPT.
Yeah, I like that. That's nice.
I done paid them $19.99 baby to get the because when you do it for free, you can only get 3 things done in a day. You said the kids in my state last day is Friday. They come back on April 7th, spring break. Oh, okay. Yeah, child. Let me see what else we got here. I'm about to end this out. Yep. So yeah, the last thing is love is not something you have to question. Real love shows you consistently. Like y'all show me
I
love
like that.
consistently. You know what I'm saying? Why would I accept anything less than with a helpmate, with a neighbor, with a co-worker? If we got to work together and you claim that you adore me and you just trying to help me do my job the best way, and it's got to be love on some level. It don't mean that's because you show a person love and there's different levels to it, that it's got to be the same love that your partner will. But if these people that you just passing by and working with and grew up with or whatever, or family members is showing you way more love, and they ain't in your house in your life every day, than the person that you laying down with, that's kind of crazy. Ian said, I know it's rare, but my best friend reminds me all the time how I'm accomplishing everything we talked about as children. Yeah, you was already calling on your life. Ain't too many people that can, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people when they growing up, they want to do everything their friends do, and they want to follow the mindset, the ideas, you know. They want to start smoking weed because they friends smoking weed at 12 and 13, 14 years old. They want to try it out because the boy's trying to talk them out of it, and all your friends got a boyfriend, and if you kind of like him anyway, if you think he kind of cute or whatever, if you had a weak mind, and you know, I've always been strong. At 13, I was cussing grown folks out. And I don't literally mean like use cuss words, but I was checking 30-year-old men trying to holler at me because at 13, I was so stacked. Hey, Slim Goody, how you doing? Fine till you spoke. Now get the fuck around my face. You know what I'm saying? Me, 13, 14 years old, my mouth was always lethal. And I always was standing up for myself. So I know that ain't just me. That's something God put in me. You know? Okay, yeah, it is good. Some people kind of timid. A man could walk up to you as a 13, 15-year-old, 17-year-old girl, and he just finesse you, and you just be out, okay, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And you end up going out with him, and boom, 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 boom. No, not me. Okay, you like me? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I kind of like you too. I guess you look all right. I don't know though. I know you can get a lot of girls. You know, that's how I was with my first real boyfriend, not my puppy love, not that 14-year-old relationship when I was 14. I've been knowing that boy since to this day. I still know him and his sister, but I know I've been knowing him since I was like 5 or 6 years old. So we started talking at 14, but that's puppy love. That's kind of like your crush. My first real boyfriend, he was fine as hell, and all the girls wanted to get with him. So I'm already thinking like you think you, because you look good, you light skinned, Puerto Rico looking, long curly wavy hair, slim, nice smile, mustache. And all these girls like you, and you try and talk to me. What you really want? You try to see if I'm finna be easy. It ain't finna be easy, Joe. I'm trying to tell you, this ain't what you want. But he stuck around. I'm glad I had that in me. So you know what? Roxy Peach is starting to disappear. Her season up. Oh yeah, most definitely. I noticed that about 2.5, 3 weeks ago. Right before she started battling. The battling didn't even last long. People need to just, you say, Earth is a school. I quickly understood the assignment. God is good. And all the time, God is good. He says, exactly, Rox. God does give certain individuals that gift. I have been a firecracker my whole 53 years of living. I remember the same boyfriend, his grandmama closed the door in my face. I knocked and told, she said, what? Open the door, say, what? I said, didn't your mama teach you any manners that it's not polite to slam the door in people's face? She looks and tucks her head to the side like, who this little girl think she talking to? I wasn't no more than 16. That lady ended up loving me. Go fishing and everything. She take me fishing with her. Yeah, she passed away. Her birthday was September 21st. I never will forget her.
What type of friendship you guys kept?
I don't have no clue. Because I was just born because she invited me. And she used to take, you know, she was her other, like my boyfriend had some brothers, and one of his brothers had a little girl, and the little girl would come to her house a lot of times. So it was me, her, Stanley, and the little girl. And I would do her hair sometime. But come to find out, y'all, she might have been 16 years old, and I believe she got pum being outside with her boyfriend. And it's probably happening, I'm gonna say the 90s, sometime in the 90s or something like that, middle to late 90s. That was the saddest little thing. She was so sweet, so quiet, and always smiling. But you just never know, you know. Your kids, they be out here exploring, and they be with their friends, and I just don't understand why that was so normalized to let teens just be out here in the streets doing whatever they want to do. I think once you get like 16, 17, these days 17, 18, I'm gonna say, depending on the crowd they with. It's just got to be very careful, because if ain't nobody there to chaperone them, to make sure they protected by whomever gonna try to accuse them of doing something wrong, for being black, for having a phone, talking about there's a gun, or they got tased, or they got shot, or they got in an accident. I mean, what can you say? You let them do what grown people should be able to do with no problem, and they got problems. Look how many black men they got pum because they had a cell phone in their hand, or they had was legal license to carry, and they still got it. So when you think a 16, 15, 17-year-old boy, a girl ain't gonna get it? I don't know. I don't know. And God loves me for it, because I'm a real, not fake. God wants our authenticity at all times. Yes. He said, I remember being 13. This man would say, you got some pretty legs. I said, you need to get out my face and stop talking to me right now. I don't know why I kind of hear you saying that.
That's cute.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Deb, let's go ahead and wrap it up. Go ahead and say what you got to say. Take us out in prayer.
Okay, I can do that. Father God, Jesus Christ, Holy Spirit, Roxy, her chat, good chat. We come to you this morning and we say, you are love. Thank you for loving us. Thank you for showing us your love. Thank you for giving us your son. And we just end this in the word, God equals love. Amen.
Amen.
God
Thanks,
equals
everybody.
love.
If you have not subscribed, you new here, subscribe, hit the like button, share. Be here next Sunday. What's tomorrow? Monday. The next time I'll go live probably will be Tuesday for the we do the Reddit stories. We're gonna read the Reddit stories on Tuesday, because somebody suggested do it every Tuesday. So that's
I love
what we're doing.
Those are cool.
Yeah, that was fun. Anybody want to come up and tell story time Tuesday? Let me know, so I can be prepared to let you up. It could be any kind of story time. It could be a loss. It could be a relationship. It could be funny. Yeah. It could just be the hang up. You ain't got to be tell no story. You just be up here with me. So just let me know, though. I'm going to holler at y'all later. I love y'all. Thanks again for the gifts, everybody. Thanks for the love. And don't forget to check out the content, y'all. Sometimes you're going to have to go look for it, because you ain't going to be scrolling. As you scrolling, you might not see it. And don't forget to hype up the long form videos, y'all. Hype the videos. You said amen. And you said, Cheryl, and those adults call themselves examples. Examples of what? Oh, yeah. That same man probably is in the church, a deacon.
I like that. Examples of what? That's cute.
This is a great chat. This is a great live, y'all. Let's keep this energy going every Sunday. And I'll see y'all on April the 4th for the first exercise. Let me know who coming to do the exercises with me in the chair. We're going to start off in the chair, and then those that can stand. Those that can't, stay sitting down. That's April 4th.
I did put my request in. I don't know if you saw it, but I said my chair. I'll do the chair ones like before. Okay. Because my feet, I got issues with my foot over here and all this. I started off by standing, but I have to sit myself back down. But you know what? The ones that I did sit back down, but the things that you were doing standing up, I did it in my chair. So I got it all. Yeah.
Okay. That's what I'm talking about. Because that's basically what I do. Stand up, do the same thing that I did sitting down.
It is. Yeah. And I'm gonna tell you, I need that thigh lifting and that leg lifting. I need it. Now I do my walking. I walk our doggy and I walk around the complex or to the store. But I need that thigh Them
Right.
legs up for real. And I ain't gonna front on that. Yeah, I do need it. Yeah, I do. I really do. So
Me and
yeah,
you both. I'm gonna start taking my vitamins. I'm going to get me a multivitamin, take my
I take
energy.
those. Yeah, I see a difference when I take the ones that's 50 plus women's.
So you take
And
50 plus
I
women.
would say when I take a med, I see the effects it has. Those are good to me, to my body.
Anybody else
They're
in the
good to
chat
my body.
got any suggestions for vitamins? What's the good multivitamin for women over 50? If y'all
Yeah,
got any ideas, let me know before I
yeah,
end this live.
that'd be
And do
cool.
you know what man turned out to be a police officer? Oh, that sounds about right. That sounds about right. That's probably that's usually for who they are. Judges, police, ICE agents,
That's cute. I
bankers,
like that.
Indian chief.
I like that.
They fit the script of everything. All right, y'all. I'm gonna see y'all later. I might do a random. Y'all catch me when you catch me. See you,
Sounds
Deb.
good to me. You guys have a beautiful Sunday. Let's have an uplifting and inspirational Sunday.
Right.
Peace. Peace. Bye, Rocks.